I am explaining once more about this. The first term should be multiple with the third term, okay? And 54, the factor of the 54 is 9 6a, or you can say 6 9a. So minus 6 minus 9 together will form what? Minus 15. This is actual logic that should be equal with the middle term. Am I clear this point to everybody? Now I will going to repeat once again that the first term will be multiple with the third term. The answer will be again 54 because 1 multiplied by 54 gives you 54. Okay. Once we will get 54 factor is 6 and 9. 6 9s are 54. But when we will going to add these two terms, it will be our middle term, that is minus 15x. So we can take minus 6x minus 9x. Alright. So the next step, okay, we have taken out the factors of 54 and then we have found the middle term also by adding minus 6 and minus 9. So now what we will do is this, our second term will be, students always remember one thing, whenever the is equals to is here we no need to use is equals to once again. Okay, so in a given question or equation there should not be 2 is equals to, so 1 should be therefore. Okay, so we will going to write again this, okay, like this. And now what we have to do is this, we have to factorize the thing. Already we have taken out the factors. Okay, so the first term will be as it is, we will write x square. The first term will be as it is as x square minus the same sign will we going to use it 6, that is minus 6x minus 9. We are actually dividing this minus 15 into minus 6x and minus 9x, and 54 as it is we have to write is equals to 0. I repeat once again, x square will be, the first term will be as it is we need to write. We will going to bifurcate minus 15x into their factors, that is minus 6x and minus 9x. See this particular term. I have bifurcated minus the middle term minus 15x into these two factors. Okay, and the last term will be written as it is. Okay, so now what is there to do in the third step? X, we will write x. What is common over here? These two are the terms, right? What is common over here? Exactly, students, the x is common over here. Because if I am talking about, say for example, x square means it is x multiplied by x. If I am talking about 6x, 6x means what? 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by x. Or you can write 6 multiplied by x. So in this particular answer, which one is common here? X is common here. Right? So that is why x is common. So I have written common x over here. Open the bracket. Write only one x here because it is remaining. Only one x is remaining here. Minus, minus. What is there? 6. 6 we will write. And close the bracket. Then the same sign will going to come here. Minus. And exactly this term we will going to write exactly over there is equals to 0. Please try to understand this. And what now we have to write here? 9 we cannot write. Why? Why? We can't write 9, right? Because 9 multiplied by x gives you 9x. So we will write 9x multiplied by, we get 9x, and 9 multiplied by 6 we will get 54. So this is the logic. This 2 should be common. This 2 should be common. Okay. And this will be the common. among this two term. Okay. Now, going further, the very first term, that is the common term, we will write here x minus 6, and the last term is x minus 9. Okay, I repeat once again. This was our question. We have written the question once again. Then we are bifurcating minus 15x, that is the middle term, with these two factors. Okay. In the third step, we have bifurcated the first term and the second term to make it common. Okay. Here common is x. So x we have taken ahead and then open the bracket, x minus 6 minus with the same sign 9 as it is, and x is here and minus 6. This two should be common. After that step, this 2 should written here common, and the left part, that is x minus 9, we will going to write in the another way. Is equals to 0. Okay. Now the next step will be x minus 6 is equals to 0 or x minus 9 is equals to 0. Okay. So when I am talking about a particular variable value, we have to take the next step as x is equals to minus 6 will be, if I will shift this minus 6 from the left hand side to the right hand side, the sign will change. Here it is negative and on the right hand side it will be positive, that is 6. Or you can write x is equals to 9. Okay. So this two I will going to highlight. So therefore we can conclude the square of the factorization of this particular sum will be either x is equals to 6 or either x is equals to 9. Okay. So the statement, the last statement, what you have to write is this. So the last statement, which is very much important for the sum, is that the roots of given quadratic equations are 9 and 6. I hope you all understood. If you have any doubts arising in your mind, please don't forget it to mention in your comment. Definitely I will going to help you to sort out all kinds of doubts in my videos in your syllabus. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe my channel Dhara Education. Like my videos. Share my videos with your friends who all are in need in this quarantine situations. And also don't forget to write your doubts in my comment box. Thank you so much for your time. Have a nice day.